Child of our family, the third of 5 kids. She was 7 years older than me, so she was 7 when I was born. I remember as kids, our mom used to call her Gigi. It was like the affectionate nickname, my Gigi. And my mom used to say that with such love in her heart. I mean, it just came through, my Gigi. And it emanated, and I felt the same way. Matter of fact, as a kid, I used to look at the old family photos, not old, not particularly old, just a few years old, but a little bit before my time. And so there'd be ones of the family, including Jeanne, when she was about maybe 5 or 6, 7, 8, something like that. And I thought she was so cute, I could hardly stand it. And you can see some of them here, it's like just, oh, she's just a heart melter. And I think I had, in reflecting on it now, I was like, oh, I think I had a kind of a little brother crush on her. She just touched my heart just by being there, She just had that way that she was. As kids, my older brother John, he's 5 years older, he used to pick on me once in a while. It's ordinary kid stuff. But when Jeanne was around, she would become my defender. Even though she was a girl, she was very adept with her fierceness at being my protector and defender. And so she became kind of a hero to me in that respect. And little did I know how emblematic that feature would be for her character throughout life. Now in childhood, as all through adulthood, Jeanne was tender. She's such a tender heart. Such a very tender heart. And she was tough.
Absolutely.
She was tough.
What she needed to be.
She cared a lot. She did not suppress her feelings. You could always tell if she had a hurt feeling. She was not numb in her feelings, suppressing herself down. And she did not play it cool. Her tenderness would just melt your heart. And she was tough. She was a high school tough girl. I still remember her with her ratted hair. And she would stand like this. If you could see my feet. With her foot pointed way around and her hands on her hips, it's like, tough girl. She was tough. And beyond that, she would curse right in the face of the nuns when they tried to intimidate her. I won't say what she said. They would try to intimidate her and make her knuckle under, and she'd get right in their face and say, stuff. Good luck trying to intimidate Jeanne. And she was a fierce parent, doing battle with school districts when necessary. Not kind of a entitled, tantrumy kind of thing, but a formidable advocate. She did not shrink from confrontation. And of course, she was tough in relation to cancer, twice. She looked that fearsome struggle in the eye and did not buckle or crumble in the face of it. And she looked mortality in the eye. And she didn't blink. So what I want to say is my sister Jeanne was a tender, angelic, kick-ass fighter. Faith was a huge part of her life, of course. Yes, the church's teachings, but her faith was deeply rooted in her living experience. It wasn't just taking what the church taught, although she did invest in the church. She had vivid dreams of angels and Virgin Mary and deceased loved ones that brought a direct kind of knowing to her. She witnessed medically improbable healings. She had a daily relationship with God and with Jesus. She listened to what the church taught, but she held to what she knew in her heart. And from that, for Jeanne, death was not a thing to be dreaded. It was just a sorrow, a temporary separation. Jeanne was so fiercely faithful to God, to Al and the boys, to life itself. What she was not was compliant or placating. She was very kind and generous, but she was not nicey-nicey. In other words, my sister Jeanne had the courage to be herself. Now, we all do that, sort of, kind of, but Jeanne did it more. She loved, she cared, she laughed, she felt pain and disappointment all the way, full on. She would take you on, she would take life on, and not shrink back. So I thank you, Jeanne. In a world where there's a lot of pressure to stand on tiptoe, trying to be somebody else, or to hide behind a fig leaf, trying to hide who you are, you were able to be yourself to a remarkable degree. You tender, tough, fierce, faithful, kind, generous self. We love you, Jeanne.